Alright, welcome to non-toxic Teemo mains Teemo stream, starting with the cloth armor and 4 potions versus Renekton. Actually, no, let's go with the Doran's Ring. Alright, so this game is going to be for those of you who just started playing a Teemo. Alright, so I just started playing a Teemo because iPav plays so good with it, and I want to learn his basics. So there are 2 different runes for Teemo that I recommend for the beginners, which are, let me show you. This is op.gg. If you type the if you go into the champion and type Teemo in there. Wait, is Teemo only? Wait, hold on a second. Teemo has the highest win rate? Okay, well, Teemo has the highest win rate. Jesus Christ. They recommend you Doran's Ring or Corrupting Potion Star. I recommend the Doran's Ring Star. And then you can go Resolve Tree or Summonary. Resolve Tree versus melee champions, and Summonary versus a range champion. So this game, I'm facing a Renekton top, so I took the Resolve Tree, and I also started with the Doran's Ring because they recommended me a Doran's Ring. And I just follow this guide. I'll show you guys how it goes. And you follow this guide. It's for beginners, how to play the Teemo for the beginners. Actually, I wanted to grab the Electrocute this game, but it didn't register through it, so going with the Grasp. Yeah, if you're not a beginner, then you can follow my Teemo book. It recommends you either press attack or Electrocute. Electrocute is probably better for the laning phase, just the laning phase, but after the laning phase, press attack becomes better against Renekton. And generally, if their team is too tanky, yeah, press attack is generally better choice. And if their team is squishy other than Renekton, then Electrocute. This game, their team is kind of mediocre. Silas becomes quite tanky, or sometimes he's squishy. Kayn, I can't tell depending on red Kayn or blue Kayn. That's a squishy Kayn or tanky Kayn. So So why is Undying good against melee champion and then Summonary good against a range champion is that against the melee champions, melees generally deal more damage than range, as in burst damage wise. Like a Renekton does way higher burst damage than like a Queen or Vayne top. He can burst me within 1 second if he does it correctly. But Vayne or Queen can't do that. So against them, you want to be tiny bit more tanky and have some sustain. So Resolve Tree as a primary to go with it. And Summonary does more damage, by the way. Summonary does more damage than Resolve Tree. So that one is like way more offensive oriented build. You can do that versus a range champion because range champion once again doesn't have as much damage as a melee. And generally against the melee champions, as long as you don't die from their burst damage, you can counterplay afterward. So like let's say Renekton use his EQW, R, and then he's on a cooldown. That's the time that Teemo can just shoot him down. So that's why I highly recommend working on the defensive rune, which is a Resolve Tree first. Undying. And let him base. This is what I mean. See, he just kinda all-in'd me, right? But he didn't kill me. He doesn't have enough damage to kill me. Why is that? Because I'm too tanky with the Resolve Tree. That's what it is. Resolve Tree first, the Undying, gives the Teemo the most tanky stat. Now if you go press attack or Electrocute, by the way, I do grab the Resolve Tree on a secondary. And I take up on plating and overgrowth for that. I grab a Ninja Tabai now and just gonna work on the first item. I believe Nasher's Tooth. Yeah, Nasher's Tooth. We're probably gonna go this way. This one. You can pretty much go anything, but I'm gonna go more Nomicon with it because this game they have Kane and Sylas, and also Jaina. These three champions have some type of heals. Renekton also heals quite a bit too with his Q. So, and the Vayne start healing after she gets a Blade Rune King, I guess. I highly recommend the Ninja Tabai against the Renekton. Pretty much against the melee champions as a Teemo top, you wanna grab a Ninja Tabai first. So like against even Riven, Fedora, Renekton, you know, all those Araria, Jax, yeah. Whenever he dashes onto me, I just blind him because, you know, he can just stun me right away after first dash. Good Renekton saves their stun. Yeah, they save their stun until the blind is over, then they stun me. I really wanted to get him there. That Renekton is a little bit crazy. The reason why he's crazy is, as you see his build, he has a call. Yeah, grabbing a call against a Teemo is like, basically he's challenging me right now. He's trying to wait for his level 6. Before he hits 6. Okay, he's actually 6 now. Now I can't really dive him until he gets a lord in that. Crazy, but good effort though. Now what do they tell me to do? E, Q, E, W, E, R, E, 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 and Q next. Okay, so they recommend me to upgrade a Q first, so I'll just do that. I usually go with a W first, just to kite better. But that's just because of me. I just have an insanely good kiting skill. I don't think any of you can follow that. Yeah. Even Faker's gonna have a hard time kiting just like me. I'm not lying. I'm being humble about this, by the way. So if you think you have a godlike control on a Teemo, then yeah, you can upgrade W or second. If not, then just follow the what op.gg says. He just proc the press attack onto me, and how much damage did I take? Settle. I have full HP. What are you? What are you doing there? What is this you doing?
Reporting in.
So that's how you handle the gank as a timer? It's not too hard, right? If I can do it, what did I say? You can do it too.
Reporting
An
in.
enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Armed and ready.
Nature suits into what did they say? Nature suits Liandry Moralomicon. The reason why I go this build, once again I explained it, Moralomicon in the late game will be good against the Kayn and Sylas. And even against the Jaina and Vayne and so on, Renekton. The healing of their abilities become bigger and bigger as the game moves on. So Ignite in the early game is good enough to reduce their healing whenever I go for a kill. So I'd only go for a kill whenever I have Ignite up. But in the late game, yes, more Lomicon would be more suitable.
An ally has been slain.
GT そのアルサ 113 CS versus 55 CSs. We are only winning by about 60 CSs. The Renekton is doing really well because usually by about 40 minutes mark, most of the Renekton players just quit the League of Legends. Either they quit the League of Legends or they basically quit this game and then they become a Teemo main, one or the other. But this guy is still playing. Good player.
I'll scout ahead.
I'm gonna check the turret's damage. Let him take the base. Here comes a Sylas. We can just place a trap here, so he's gonna get hit by that, and just dodge it.
Reporting in.
Your team has
It's all about the predictions and, you know, execute it correctly. Once again, if I can do it, you can do it too. Hunting guys, blasting.
slain.
I'll scout ahead.
Shut down.
Oh, fully Rune King. Lucian no mana. Okay, that works. Renekton still has a 55 more CSs to go for that call stacks. Brave Soul, grabbing a call against a Teemo. Max the Q to the 5th level, maxed. Why do I tank this? So for the rune stats, what have they done so far is I have healed a 416 from the Grass Undying. 416 amount is about the same as 3 potions amount, 3 regular potions amount. And Demolish did a 3300 damage to the turret. Bone Plating has blocked a 723 so far, which is a little bit more than Grass Undying has done. As a healing wise. Oh, Grass Undying has done a damage also. Damage. How much damage is it? Is it 540 the damage? Oh yeah, 540 the damage. In 18 minutes mark, 540 is like pretty much a half of press attack, I think. No, it's not even half of press attack. It's a little bit less than press attack. Yeah. Well, it's a least damage rune, but we're not looking for a damage with this rune, so it's a defense rune. And a overgrowth is giving me currently 150 HP, which is 1 ruby crystal amount. And a taste of blood heal me 862, which is more than Grass Undying. Almost double amount of Grass Undying of healing. It only does a healing, by the way, which is, as a potion wise, about what? About 6 potions? 6 potions amount of healing. And Revenant's Hunter healed me 2855, which is... how many potions? Each potion is 150. So 3000 would be like... oh. They got me this time. I didn't see that coming. Alright, now let's spend our 4000 gold here. Grab the Android's Torment, and as I mentioned, Morero Nomikan. Now this is the item that the op.gg is providing, the Azure Leandri and Moralamicon. And then the optional last two items, I usually go with a Banshee Hourglass. In this case, we can also get a Voice Staff. Yeah. Who is this dude? Oh. Diamond 2 Teemo, man. I haven't seen this guy at all. Interesting. In this game, what item do I want? Ooh, Adaptive Helm on a Renekton. I missed that. I missed it. He still plays, huh? 26 more call stack to go. They don't have much of magic resistance other than Renekton.
Reporting in.
So I don't think I have to rush the penetration for now. Just a little bit of defense item like an Hourglass would be okay. Just so that I get to delay my death or I can survive sometimes. And then Banshee's Veil afterward might be okay too. We can work on the Rune buff.
I'll scout ahead.
See, this is one thing that I really like about playing in a Flax queue. They don't give up. And they take it seriously. Look at this, their red team still hasn't given up. That was a big Renekton. Oh, Inhibitor came up. Alright, jeez. I tried to post this video on the YouTube for beginners, how to play versus a melee general melee champion, what you're supposed to do, and I'll just give it to Alistar. And what you can also do is that once again against a range champion, you can do summon Airy, that page or this page. All right, and the item sets and what summoner spells and. op.gg is probably the best side, just basically two different builds and item sets are all here, yeah, for the beginners. And when you get up to at least about, I'd say platinum, yeah, starting from platinum, you can probably start using a Teemo Book. Teemo Book is this, I made this for what runes and items that you're supposed to take on each of the matchup. But it requires a good Teemo knowledge. You have to know the fundamentals of the Teemo to start really using this. If you don't have the fundamentals, then you're probably not gonna have fun using this. Yeah. So there's that. Teemo Book is available on the Twitch chat and YouTube description. Let's look at the damage. That was okay damage. Runes wise, runes were okay too. Good. GG's.